Good morning, y'all. We are finally back at Universal Studios Florida, and I'm getting really excited because I'm seeing so many people starting to post about all the construction updates for Halloween Horror Nights. And so like right now, still in front of the archway, the Universal Studios archway. So here you have that big plaza area, but here at the back we already have the stanchions for different lights for Halloween Horror Nights. So before we're already getting some things, and I could not be more excited. So I'm sure we're gonna see a lot more things inside as well. Tried coming in yesterday. Today's Saturday. I tried coming in yesterday on Friday. Tried to beat the rain, and that did not work. Plus, the park closed early for what was it, like a little Orlando Informer night. But yeah, we're here again today. Try to get more videos. Plus, I think it's like about to be noon now, so I'm hoping I can try to get some movement caught in the back by the sprung tents before it gets like really hot. Fingers crossed. But yeah, let's go and get to it. And now, just past the turnstiles to come into the park, we already have some new lights for Halloween Horror Nights. Got some here, up there, even more on top of the Universal Studios store. Brand new speakers as well. And a good thing, like a good rule of thumb that I've kind of found out, even more a little bit down there. A good rule of thumb that I've kind of thought of, something that I've kind of noticed is that obviously they're going to have lights up that are year-round for nighttime events, but any sort of like Halloween Horror Nights light fixtures that they put up for the HHN season, more than likely they're going to have like the black housing for the lights and the speakers as well. And like coming into the Hollywood area up there, not those, it's like right there, those are pink housing up there. Guarantee you those were for HHN with the black housing. Same thing with lining all the way up here at the top, or at least some of them. Some of those have the black housing with them, others don't, but you'll see what I mean. Just like, because right here you'll be able to see it. Those are white and gray housing. Right here, black house lights.
Should I get Scobie?
All the way going across here, across the Hollywood Brown Derby. Oh yeah, we're definitely getting plenty of light fixtures up. Now coming up to the 5 and Dime. Of course, the recent house announcement is going to be Sinners. So of course they're going to have the Sinners merchandise out. Like right here, the shirt, just like the other one, it is black light reactive. And I believe it's 30, yeah, 30. They also have the carousel pieces. See Club Juke, Bag, the twins, and there they are up on the carousel itself with Jack and Dr. Oddfellow. They also have a hat over here. I think it's like faux leather, I want to say, with this being embroidered, and I think it's also, yeah, 30. Wait, can't really see it. Yeah, there you go, 30 as well. Then I believe on the back, yeah, they also still have the Jack versus Oddfellow shirt. And I believe this one, no, that one's still 35, okay. And lining the Hollywood street, you have even more of the black housed lights for Halloween Horror Nights, plus new speakers all the way up and down here. And it seems like they do have more stuff over leading into Central Park, but I kind of want to talk about the area here right next to Mel's Dine-In, where currently it's like It's like, so Finnegan's right now is closed, and that area of the bar has been kind of like the temporary fix or the temporary solution for it. But what I'm thinking might happen, hopefully, question mark, is that they'll bring the bar back over to this location, because it looks like they might. I'm sure they will, but you'll see why in a second. So coming up on that bar location, they still have this archway up, but now behind the bar itself, they have some more trusses put up with the black screening going around the base. And if it's like how it was last year, what they'll do is they'll actually have characters from the different houses stationed in between those different pylons, and you can come up and take a picture with them. Like last year back there, if I can find a picture of them, I'll put it right there. And it was actually the main character from El Artista, that house, and it was amazing, really beautiful house. But the theming was an artist moved to a mansion in the country, unbeknownst to him it was haunted, and his art pieces then came to life. And it was creepy, but it was such a beautiful house. The facade was absolutely amazing. But now, coming into Central Park, already have a huge archway up with the lights on the corners. And I can already see just from here alone, they have huge stanchions lining both sides, going all the way towards the back. And it looks like they're already starting to put lights at the top of them as well. Oh yeah, this is definitely going to be, I think it'll be a fun, cool spot, but I'm kind of worried about what the theming of it might be, which I'll talk about here in a second. But also one thing that they brought back last year, all in the trees, they actually started putting the pumpkins back. So in the middle of the night, during Halloween Horror Nights, you just have like the jack-o'-lantern staring down at you, and it is so cool. Doc Brown. Now coming towards the end of the walkway, have another stanchion up top, and it looks like a platform for some different scare actors, but also we have this weird upside down L shape structure. I'm not really sure what that could be used for. I'm sure it's going to be used for decoration of some kind. But yeah, more light fixtures here. Same thing on the other side. And there's another truss that's even further back, like pretty much bordering Springfield. So I'm wondering if this means that the scare zone for Central Park is going to extend all the way out to here to include this whole area as well as the walkway going through the park. Checking back in the sprung tent area, unfortunately not really much seems to be going on, I don't think, except the truss way in the back by the new sprung tents, but that's okay. I mean, it's still June, so I can't fault them for not really having just an insane amount done for it being maybe not even halfway through June, or maybe halfway through June at this point. No, it's like the 12th, something like that. I can't remember. Anyways, yeah, not really much happening at the new sprung tent area, but we are going to go check out the Fear Factor stage just to see, purely by chance, if there's anything happening back there. Unfortunately, I really do think that Nightmare Fuel is not coming back this year, because if I remember correctly, there was a post by the Fuel Girls saying that they're going to be on tour while in America. Like, they're going to be going different spots around the country while Halloween Horror Nights is happening. So does mean that they will not be coming, that like Nightmare Fuel I don't think will be a show this year, but they are still doing things on the Fear Factor stage, which in my mind is telling me that something is still going to be there for this season. And if it's what I think it could be, and what some speculation maps have hinted towards, it could still be pretty cool, because with Jack Jack Clown coming back, it's a little that he did have a show in years past. So, I mean, who knows? Maybe that will actually come back for this year. All right, so we have the traditional Happy Sour that we got from Duff Brewery, but over at the Nightmare Fuel, the old Fear Factor. It does look like they've already put up a ton of lights, a bunch of different framework for more light, speakers, any other decorations that they have as well. And the lights are on in the stadium, so I mean, I guess that could mean technically they are working back there. Who knows? All right, so I'm on the right side of the stage. Let me see what it looks like on the left side. And back here on the left side, I can't really see much more of a difference, except maybe like some new temporary structures right there on that bottom left. Other than that, still the same thing. More lights, bunch more framework, but still progress is progress. What I'm really hoping for though is that I'm not necessarily like looking for, like pretty much a copy of Nightmare Fuel, as long as it is just a fun show. That's all that really matters to me. Nightmare Fuel's fun, had amazing music, awesome performances, but just to kind of help actually draw more of a crowd to the show, it has to be something memorable, something fun, right? Otherwise you're just going to have everybody crowding all the houses, all the scare zones, which in my mind, I'll be honest, the show itself is kind of meant to help break up the crowds. So if that's their goal, if that's what they want to do, I would imagine that they have something huge in mind to do that, because I'm sure they know what they're doing. I know that they have probably planned for this. I'm just curious to see. I'm not doubtful, but I'm just curious to see what they actually will do. One thing I'm still not seeing though is anything set up here at the exit for the Fast and Furious. Still not seeing any lights. I mean, those trusses back there are there constantly. I mean, because normally they have the cars, but I don't know. I'm hoping that Club Horror still makes its comeback to this area. It was just too great not to bring back. So also here in front of Fast and Furious Supercharged, like the entrance for it, does look like we are starting to get some light fixtures up here, and as well as right here for like what looks like it would be an entrance to a scare zone. But the thing I want to try to look at is going to be to the right of the entrance for Fast and Furious. Just a second. And there it is. We have our tent outside Fast and Furious. So what will normally happen is towards the end of the day, oh geez, I think that guy was not just walked by, I was actually heading back there. But anyways, what will normally happen at the end of the day, these gates will close and Fast and Furious Supercharged will actually close early before the park itself closes, because they have to bring things through the queue inside the building to actually get to the house. And what I'm really hoping for is that Bio Reconstruct will try to get some pictures, like aerial shots of what's behind there, because he did an amazing job last year of deducing very quickly that one right back there. Last year he almost immediately assumed that it was going to be Jason, because he got the yellow Volkswagen Beetle that was out there, got what he said this really looks like Jason's shack that he lives in, going through the house and stuff like that. Sure enough, I mean, that was that was a house, which was also freaking horrifying. Like, I seriously did not think that they could make a slasher character as scary as they did with the Jason Universe house last year. That was just absolutely mortifying. But now, coming into New York, tons and tons of lighting already lining the streets at the tops of the buildings, already on some of the pre-existing light poles that they have here. Same thing going across, going all the way down. But there is something that I've heard that I kind of want to check out. Also, by the way, shout out to DC Thrills. He does a lot of videos for Halloween Horror Nights. He's a really nice guy. I actually did meet him last year purely by accident. I was here doing a final construction update video for Halloween Horror Nights. Come to find out, it was the same night as team member previews. So we had to leave the park early unless you were there for the previews. Ended up seeing him outside of the gates for the opening ceremonies. Really great guy. But this is something that I kind of want to check out, because the rumor is the scare zone for the street here in New York is actually going to extend all the way into every single one of these alleys. And you can see the lights here pointing straight down into Sting Alley, some more up top, and then you have different lines and cords going across the top here. So that actually does make me think that this is going to be going into every single one of these alleys instead of just being here on the main street. It looks like it's going to be extended into this small side road and then Sting Alley, because look, you already have the lights back here pointing down, which I don't remember seeing from last year. But also right across the way, right here, then you might not be able to see it, but that other secondary light is pointing straight down this side alley. So to me, that's kind of saying that we are getting a huge scare zone over in New York. All right, so now outside the Boris Schuster private investigation window, I do see something new, I think, I'm pretty sure, on the window. So that popcorn bucket, new, but this, or not, sorry, not new, old, but that here, both of those pieces is kind of, hold on, wait a second. So if I'm reading that correctly, so like I've said before in other different videos, that window, you'll see a thermos that'll say tribute store. So what they'll normally do, Universal will put hints in that window to show the theming or the location of what is supposed to be, what's in the tribute store, what the theming of the tribute store for Halloween Horror Nights is supposed to be, as well as the location of it. So last year it was in the Palace Arcade, but years ago it was over here. Hold on.
Yeah, I'll be there.
There we go. Okay, so years ago it was the normal spot for it is going to be over here, in the extended queue for the Mummy. And if I read it correctly, one of the there was a zip code, or not zip code, a street address portion of it. So you have that piece of paper saying that it was in New York, while also a small other piece that said 1208. The address right here where the tribute store normally is. I think it might be coming back here finally. And guys, we still have tons. Look at all of this. The lightings are still going back here into the park. That little greenery area, still more tons of lighting up here. And a lot of construction happening for Fast and Furious Hollywood Drift. And then lastly, out here at the Music Plaza stage, they already have tons of lighting up there. A little bit more up on top of these small kiosks. And right here. Then honestly, y'all, I think that is pretty much covering everything. Alrighty, y'all, I think that is going to cover everything new that I could find. If y'all have heard anything new, please let me know, because I definitely want to try to get every single update that I can. Any sort of new addition, whether it be lights, you know, trusses, any sort of stanchions that come up, any sort of facade pieces that come up. I definitely want to try my best to actually get them as they appear. So yeah, I think that's gonna do it for today. So I guess until next time, and I'll see you in the fog. I very well might be blind. I didn't even see these taller light fixtures right here, there. You got two behind those palm trees over there. Apparently I can't see.